Hey guys, welcome to Heat Happy Energy Amor Tarot. So, if you've been feeling, do they still love me? You're sensing their energies, maybe their silence feels louder than words, maybe you're seeing some signs, synchronicities. So, let's see, maybe there is a message for you here. Let's find out what were their feelings then. When I say then, it's like, maybe recent past or a situation that happened. Take as it resonates because it's a collective reading. So we have Death and High Priestess. Okay, see, Death shows that they have gone through some major transformation. Something happened and the old had to be released, kind of an energy where there could be some emotional ending that happened. This could be one they didn't even explain to you in some way. This is internalizing something. Now, High Priestess revealed they never shared the full truth of what they felt, what they did, what happened possibly. This is everything being held inside, silent, mysterious, sacred kind of a thing. Like, someone deletes you from Instagram but goes and checks your stories, kind of a thing. They closed the door, but their heart kind of kept a crack open for you, is what I see here. They loved you, but they were overwhelmed by their own transformation possibly, and the love was real, is what I see. There were shadows, there were maybe avoidance or escapism kind of an energy, which they did not want to show, or there was something they were afraid to show. Let's see, what are their feelings now? What are their feelings now? We have Hermit and Nine of Wands. See, Hermit says they pulled away. This is a card where you go within introspection. This is where they wanted to figure out something by reflecting on whatever has happened deeply and honestly. They're thinking about you, and that's the reason Hermit is showing, because although this is not a romantic, thought possibly, but this is about what has happened. So whatever has happened, it has to be with you. Nine of Wands shows they're still wounded. They feel like they're standing at the edge. They're like unsure how to return, kind of an energy, where you just keep something away. Like, let's say you gave them a gift, so they just put it in a drawer or cupboard inside, so they don't open it to see. So they are kind of you're still in their heart, but they're keeping it in that wrapper, and that they don't want to open that box, kind of a thing. So they're definitely looking back. This person again, Nine of Wands can also be a stalker energy, where you're looking at somebody from distance. But there are certain things that still hurt, is what I feel. So if this is making sense so far, if it's resonating, do subscribe to the channel. We will now ask what changed between the two of you. We have King of Pentacles and we have the Tower. 1 second, guys. Alright, so King of Pentacles suggests someone prioritize their stability, their security, their image, something to do with their material world over emotions. They could have been a little selfish in doing that as well here. Tower is a shocking event, an emotional, kind of implosion kind, where something cracked open everything. So some collapse happened. They kept showing you that I'm going to give you this forever. I'm going to give you the stability with this King of Pentacles, but then it just crumbles the moment it feels too real. That's what happened here. What changed? Life hit them hard, and instead of leaning towards love, they learned, they started leaning towards fear, ego, comfort. That is where this selfish energy comes from. This is where they thought holding it together meant walking away. Let's see what they regret. What does this person regret? The Fool, Two of Swords. See, they were careless. They just kept going in whatever direction without having any plan. They regret that. They were reckless with you. They did not think of consequences. They just kept doing whatever the hell they wanted. They kept possibly hurting you. And that's why this tower happened here. So they regret not being careful with how they've handled this connection. Two of Swords shows they regret avoiding any hard choices, difficult decisions, difficult conversations. They kept they kept you hanging, where they kept breadcrumbing you, or kept telling you, oh, we will do this, we will do that, but it never really happened. It's like the friend who ghosts you and then realizes they should have at least said goodbye, kind of a thing. They regret silence more than the separation, is what I feel. They wish they had paused, spoken up, made a decision with heart. They regret being this careless, reckless person who did not come up with a plan. When maybe what they wanted to feel was really to be safe. Let's see what they wish they could do. What does this person wish they could do here? Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles. They would want to come back. They would want to come back to show you they've become someone worthy, so somebody you could be proud of. They want some sort of acknowledgement, recognition from you. You validate them. Six of Pentacles is wanting that reciprocity which they possibly were lacking, or which they have realized with this Hermit that came out earlier. They didn't offer you the balance, the equal give and take, the real effort that was needed in the connection, where they want to tell you that, look, I've grown, I can give now, I'm in that energy where I'm not going to be selfish, I'm not going to be constantly seeking something. I understand your worth. They dream of a day when they can walk back into your life with confidence, with their head held high, not as someone seeking forgiveness, but someone who's ready to show up in the right way. Let's see, will they try again? Will this person try again? Five of Cups and the Sun. See, they're still grieving the loss of this connection or whatever it is. So right now, they are in that mode where they're replaying their mistakes, the conversations you had, what could have, what went wrong. So their focus is on what has been lost here instead of what they can build. However, Sun is all about hope. There is still love. There is still that joy they seek with you. There's a part of them that wants to reach out for that light for you, that light that you bring in their life. This is where, they are in this space. So Five of Cups is an energy where it's like a dark room, gloomy space emotionally. So this is like them crying in the dark, but staring at a picture of you in the sunlight. That's where they are, stuck in the loss, but still dreaming of the warmth that you bring here. See, there is love, and it's still living in them, it's not gone. But they have to choose to rise above the regret. Unless they make a conscious choice of letting go of this regretful energy and, keep crying over things, playing victim, things cannot be changed. That choice hasn't been made yet, but the potential, it is still there. It's there. It's shining with this sun. Overall energy is Seven of Wands. See, Seven of Wands is a defensive energy, maybe even stubborn, fighting off emotions. This is pretending to be strong, but inside it's a storm of longing and fear. This is the energy of someone scrolling through your old messages, your pictures, maybe your pictures together, and telling themselves, I wish I handled this better. Maybe differently, but ego is still holding on to that steering wheel. That's the navigation here. See, just because they loved you in silence doesn't mean the love wasn't real. Okay, just because they're not speaking doesn't mean they don't love you. And just because you're healing louder now doesn't mean that you're not still connected. You still are connected here somewhere energetically. But you have got a, you have to understand that you're somebody who also needs joy, happiness, warmth, not confusion, not chaos, not the feeling of that you don't matter. So no matter what they choose, make sure you choose yourself, you choose your peace, because you're worthy of love that shows up, not just the one that lingers around. I mean, what's the point of that? If someone is not going to show up, it's only going to give you false promises and no action, then it doesn't make sense. That was the reading, guys. Thank you for watching.